Yeah, hello, my people. I'm back on doing one of these screen recording videos. Um, you know, I'm running kind of late. I gotta get to work, so I wanted to make this quick video before I head out, and I just did not want to leave without me. Want to release this baseball game that I created. I've been playing it for nearly 3 days, and I think I already got the formula. Uh, you know, finalized, and I think is really I really hit it right in the money. So for all y'all baseball fans out there, people that enjoy to play dice rolling baseball games, where this is one of these, this one's you definitely don't want to miss it. You want to check out this video. Now I know I got my D20 baseball. I still got that season going on. That's a really quick simulating throughout innings. It's really a fast playing dice rolling baseball game there. But this one here is really some type of like almost like a dead ball game. Because I watched a lot of Jason Graham videos, and that's a really great game. And I like everything about the dead ball. And of course, I've been watching other YouTube creators like Stratomatic Baseball. That's a wonderful game too. Jason Graham's Big Country Time Baseball. I mean, all those games are really good, fantastic. So, but this one, I kind of said, let me pretty much try to see if I can, that all those things that those videos I've been watching influence me, and to kind of grab up some kind of small ideas and kind of create my own five dice baseball rolling game. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and take y'all to the charts, to the ratings. As you see right there, I have everything that I wrote all that stuff down, and here, as you see, that's the batting offense. And all you got to do is just roll 5d6s to get results for batting or pitching charts. And this right here, it has the grade levels, A, B, C, D, and F, right? And then on when you roll a five dices, the minimum is five, right? 5 point, and then all the way to 30, right? If you hit a five, like I mean six of, if you hit five on six of a kind, I'll give you a total of 30 points. But here, as you see, um, it has all the ratings there. Now I have them from 5 to 9, and then 19, and all the way to 30. And you might be asking yourself, well, what happened to the 10 up to the 18? What happened between those numbers? Well, those numbers come here, look, where it says applies to all rated batters. So I did not, it was not necessary to be writing all that stuff, for each rating, because I said, it's the same thing. So I might as well just leave it, empty right there. I mean, between those grade levels, just to save, some space. And I just wrote it down here, in this area right here where it says apply to all rated batters. 10, GOP stands for grounded out to pitcher. 11 pop up to the catcher. Then the 12 is ground out to first base. 13 is ground out to second base. 14 is ground out to third base. 15 is ground out to shortstop. 16 is fly out to the left fielder. 17 is the fly out to the center fielder. And 18 is the fly out to the right fielder. All right, so all that applies to every batter. Doesn't matter what's the rating. It's the same thing. Um, now here in the pitching defense, in order to give them the ratings, right? We'll get to that in a bit, but on this one for the pitching, you got to roll 1d6, and until you roll either a 5 or a 6. Um, See, before you start batting, the player needs to roll 1d6, right? And let's say that first, when you give the pitchers its rating, right? I mean, not the grade level. We'll get with that right now in a bit. But Now, when I have it here, 5 and 6, 5 with a dash and a 6, and then a 6 is only a 6, meaning that, um, okay, so if the batter rolls from a 1 through a 4, right, he will be batting off his batting chart, right? And if it's now it depends. If you roll a 5 on a D6 on a pitcher, you give him like right here 5 and 6, meaning that when the batter, when you roll the 1D6 and it lands on 5 or 6, that means that you're going to be batting off the pitching defensive chart, which is this one here. Okay, this one, it has A, B, C, D, and F as well. And this one, you have to hit extremely low. You have to roll extremely low in order for you to get some good results. If you go past, like, for instance, for example, on the A-rated pitcher here, if you go past 12, you cannot roll anything lower than 12, and you go higher, like a 13 and above, that's already considered a strikeout. Okay, that's a strikeout right there. And for the B also, if you roll higher than 13, it's a strikeout. For C, if you roll higher than 14, it's a strikeout. D, you roll higher than a 15, strikeout. F, if you roll higher than a 16, it's a strikeout. So that's what that means. You have to roll extremely low. So when the batter rolls, now if he rolls a 6 and the pitcher's rating is a 6, then he's gonna have to face the pitcher's rating chart, and that's where it's going to be more difficult, because you're going to have to roll extremely low in order for you to get some good results. All right, so the other one is, well, I want to kind of show you. Let me see what this abbreviations mean. You already know HR, home run. 3B is a triple, 2B is a double, 1B is a single, and then HB stands for hits batter. All right, that means that the pitcher just hit the batter and he just put him on base. And then double B is a walk, right? He walked the batter. So I hope I got that cleared. And then on the other one, we have the defensive fielders. You got to roll 2D6s to give them a rating, and look for a 10 for D minus, and 11 or 12 for a D plus. And it tells you right there what it does. On a D plus, you got to roll from a 5 to a 15 to make a defensive play. So this one, it kind of means that, whenever you have runners that have speed, right, that have a speed in their ratings chart, they could really try to make a defensive play, this is where you got to roll on the D plus. If you roll a 15 or lower, you would definitely get him out, in any base that he's running, or he's trying to run to the home plate and score, and you roll a 15 or lower, you'll get him out. So you just made the defense play. Now, if you now that's when you roll 11 or 12. You have to roll high to give a specific player a D plus. That means that he's a defender, just like dead ball. And then if you roll a 10, then that will give you a D minus. You still will have a good defender, but of course you have to roll 10 or lower. You can't roll higher than 10. If not, you failed the defensive play. So that's what it means there. Now let's go to the base runners. Base runners, you have here, you got you got to roll 2D6 and look to roll from 9 through 12 for a S plus. S stands for speed. So that means that how fast. That means that when you give a player an S plus, that means that to run extra bases and to steal bases as well. Okay, so that's what that means right there. Catchers throwing runners out. That's another ability, but this one, it only applies to all catchers. Only catchers. So catchers, they all have the same ability, right? That you don't have to, roll to give them a rating or anything. So every catcher has the same rating ability. Just roll 2D6 and look for the roll from 8 through 12 to throw out base runner at any base. So that's what it means right there. So you have somebody attempting to steal a base. You go ahead and roll your 2D6s. And if you roll anything from an 8 or higher, you just throw them out. And if you roll lower than 8, 7 or lower, then you failed, and the base runner just stole the base, or the base runner got to the other base. Who knows? So that's what it means. And now in the batting power increase, this one, you got to roll 5d6s and look forward to roll a 20 or higher, and the batter gets a P plus, a power, he gets more power. And then all you're gonna do is just roll an extra dice for his batting rating chart only for his batting chart only, not on the pitcher's chart only on his batting chart. So you're rolling 5 dice. Everybody rolls 5 dice, every batter, and if he's a P plus and you roll, on the batting chart, then you go ahead and roll 6 dice. Instead of 5, you add up another dice, and that's how you would get an increase in power. Now, let's see here, I have the charts rating for batting and pitching. Only roll 2d6s and use 1 die for the first number and the other for the second number. All right, to combine them together. And this is how I got it here. It's like pretty much this is where I got. I give a lot of props and credit to Jason Graham, because I kind of saw this, I believe, in one of his on one of his Big Country Time Soccer, and I think he called it, I don't know if it was a matrix rating chart or something. So it pretty much means that you're just adding, putting letters, you scramble them, around the place, and you don't know what to expect. You don't know what you're gonna get, so you're just rolling. You know what I mean? And like right here, I just started scrambling letters around, and you just roll your 2d6s, and see what kind of rating you'll give your players, or even teams. This right here, this chart is special to me because I'm gonna be rolling this on. I'm gonna be rolling this for every sports, for not just baseball, for football, soccer, for hockey, for boxing. I mean, you name it. This chart will be used for everything. So, yep. And I just wrote it on all this stuff that you're seeing right here. I wrote it down on another piece of paper. So whenever I'm gonna be making another video, I'll be making for baseball or any other type of sports. Well, this right here, this chart is only for baseball, but on the ratings chart, I'll be using that on other sports too. So, and then the pitchings in innings max, you know how that goes. You roll 2d6s and look for to roll 7, 8, or 9 for the number of max innings. And relief pitchers, they all get 1 inning max, so they can only pitch the maximum 1 full inning, and that's it. And you got to go to the next relief pitcher, and only and then the close pitchers, they can finish till the end. They can finish the whole game. So you got to keep, once you're done with your relief pitchers, let's say you go to extra innings, and once you go to your close pitcher, that will be your last pitcher in your lineup, and you just don't have any more available, and you got to just stick with him to throughout the whole game. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I just showed y'all the ratings chart right here that I created. I was test playing it, and it just came out perfect. I just came out with the final and finished the formula. 5 dice baseball. And I'll be playing it on, let me see. I'll be playing it on this one here. Yeah, I'll be playing it on this one, as you see. Yeah, on that one right there. So I'll be playing it on this scorekeeping baseball. It's a beautiful app right here. You got to download it if you're looking to play some baseball, dice rolling games. So, yep, there you go. That's my 5 dice baseball ratings charts, my people. I'll be making a video how, I start playing a game, and I'll probably make a video too, and how I'll create teams, and batters and pitchers and all that good stuff. So, yep. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and tell me what you think. What's your opinion about this game? And like I said, I'll be sure making the video, and when I start playing a regular game, all right, exhibition game, or if I start a season or so, who knows, So Go ahead and like, share, subscribe, and comment. If you don't mind, I'll appreciate it. And I will surely catch you on the next episode, all right? And I'll stay safe and blessed out there, right? Okay. Peace.